Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Nigerians raise alarm as Buhari orders incoming minister to pass through Abba Kyari if they want any meeting with him. Nigerians have expressed dismay at reports that President Muhammadu Buhari has told incoming ministers of his second-term cabinet to channel any request to meet with him through the Chief of Staff, Abba Kyari. The president was reported to have said this in his closing remark at a presidential retreat for ministers designate in Abuja. In terms of coordination, kindly ensure that all submissions for my attention or meeting requests be channeled through the Chief of Staff, he said. Reacting, a particular Twitter user raised concern as regard whether the country now has a prime minister in addition to a president. Another user simply questioned the rationale behind ministers going through the Chief of Staff, who, like the minister, is an appointee of the president. Wow. These are the things that people are really complaining. This new the incoming ministers, that they need to go through the chief of staff, who is Abba Kyari. The same Abba Kyari that some people protested even before. Was it before election or after election that they didn't want him, that the president needed to change him, but unfortunately or fortunately, the president had to reappoint the man again, as if, you guys are just saying your own, this is what I want to do, and I have the right to do whatever I want to do. Of course, he has the right to do whatever he has to do. And more so, he's not really representing himself because he went to beg the people for their vote, that they should vote for him, and he was begging them, he was promising all manner of things to them, and he's not even serving himself, because you are serving your people. And if the people say no, we don't want this, you have to obey them because they are your boss. But reverse is the case when it comes to Nigeria. The politicians, once they get what they want, they become gods, they become demigods, they become all and all. They don't listen to you. You have to be crawling, you have to even be begging them to take some certain decisions, things that ordinarily they were voted for, that they would have used their initiative, thinking that they are competent to do all of those things. People that voted for them will still be suggesting you have to do this. Then if people will be suggesting to you or be begging you that you have to do one or two things, then why are you there in the first place? Because they believe that you have all it takes to lead them. You have to bring a lot of things, or you are ready to bring a lot of things to the table, so that there will be change, there will be difference. But when people, it baffles me as a person. I want to hear people say, okay, we want the government to do this, we are begging the government, we are begging the whatever. It's not supposed to be that way. But reverse is the case, just like I said. But now they are still going to come out and be telling you, oh, it is this, constitutionally, maybe chief of staff is this. Let us see what their defense will look like or going to be at the end of the day. But really, what is then the job of the vice president? Because the vice president is the one to assist the government, the president or the deputy governor, to assist the governor. That is how it is when you say you have a vice or you have a deputy. I think that's one of the things that the vice needs to be doing, because if the work at times could be cumbersome for the president or for the leader, you have assistant, and where the vice president is, so he needs to, one would have expected that the vice president would have, would have maybe used a vice president, or that if the ministers really want to see him or whatever, go through the vice president. But the case is not what we are seeing here, and that's why people are really reacting that why should it be so. Someone said gradually they are stripping, taking everything from the Sudanese man. Mission accomplished. Abba Kyari, our new president. These ministers know beforehand now that they are not surprised. The ministers, they know, and this they cannot even challenge him. Of course, he picked them. Someone say, waiting this Abba Kyari do on top of Buhari now, he's close to him. He feels his I don't know whether it's close to him, feels he knows him, he feels he's comfortable with him. Like he said, that he does not work with people he does not know. You have to know, he has to know you. If you have, even if you are not competent, for the fact that he knows you and he feels that maybe you have integrity according to him. Someone say going through the same rules we passed in hashtag change that almost grounded the nation. Same route we are passing in the next level, and you think we are heading in the right direction. The Lord is my shepherd, my family and I shall not want. And that's what someone is still talking about them. Why is Abba Kyari, why is Abba Kyari the president? Why should the ministers go through him to have meetings with Buhari? This is highly ridiculous. And someone say, we now have prime minister when we practice democracy. If ministers are not performing, please don't blame Buhari, blame Abba Kyari, our prime minister. You know, a lot of people will say different reaction, but like I said, let's wait and hear their own defense, because definitely they're always defending what is not even defendable, you know. And they will come and say you, and once they have already made up their mind, no matter how, you know, you are going to cry, how you're going to shout, it's not going to change anything. Just like people have been talking about it, you know, change your service chiefs, change them. You have to do this, you have to change them, so that, you know, we have a difference in the operation, and to see whether there's going to be change in this insecurity that we have been battling with. But to no avail, he just abandoned everybody, and he's doing what he wants to do. You know, the what thing that really baffles me is that after people protested that they didn't want this man, that you change this man because they didn't vote for you, but 2 weeks after, he reappointed him again. That means you can do your worst. And meanwhile, the wife has been saying all of these things before now. Nobody paid attention. Of course, people have been talking. They've been seeing the sign that, you know, this president is not in charge. And the wife came out and confirmed it, that two people are the one controlling, ruling the country. And these guys were not even part of the people that really campaigned and did all manner of protests, all manner of a campaign, you know, during the election. But all of a sudden, they just came in and they started, they just took over. You can imagine, this Abba Kyari, have you ever seen him going around with a Buhari campaigning, or, you know, campaigning on his own? And these other people that they talk about, this is Mama Daura, that's the way they call him. Mama Daura. And so that's how they call him. Have you ever seen them on the TV or on the campaign ground? No, it is the same people that they are using. And those ones, they don't even want to learn. After using them, after getting what they want, they put them back. You have done your job. Maybe you are errand people, even as old as those people are errand people. After election, your job is finished. Then the real people will take over the job, and that is what we are seeing. So the vice president, to me, in my own opinion, would have been the best person to say, okay, if you want to go through somebody, or you come to me, you know, go through the vice president. Of course, the vice president is more than able and capable to do that. So what is now the work of the vice president? Some people will come and tell you. Of course, you can come and tell us what his jobs are, or his what is being designated to do. We should have known this long ago, that we don't have a responsible president, but a revenge president. Buhari is getting exhausted. Tenure is getting completed. Mission accomplished. Nigeria, nto. Abeg, make I leave una go Ghana. Go hide myself. Imagine this whole thing. I'm waiting the date of Nigeria. You know, there's some things that people are just saying that, you know, you don't even really encourage those words. Of course, they are angry. Why won't they be saying all manner of things? The function of the president is purely administrative by constitution. In 1999, under OBJ, all ministers and governors reported to VP office. Atiku, but Atiku misused the power. OBJ withdrew the office of the president and take charge. So what this person is trying to say is that, you know, because the vice president's office would have been the best thing, but OBJ used it, but you know, Atiku misused that office. That's what the person is saying. But some people are really replying that you don't have to say that. Okay, is a Abba Kyari the vice president now? Then what are you taking? And that was what affected Goodluck when Goodluck was the vice president. Yaradua was the president, and as if Yaradua was just Jonathan was not just functioning. And it's like, it's really happened even during Jonathan and this I've forgotten his own vice president. So something of that nature. But people is now saying, okay, it's Abba Kyari now the vice president. So if really when a Buhari always travel and he hand over to Osinbajo, why can't he tell the ministers to go through Osinbajo? So different people with a different reaction. Someone say Kyari is the president and Buhari is a puppet. I just wonder Osinbajo's position. We are now a water leaf republic instead of banana republic. That is the next level with ministers. That is next level for you. Where should I believe that since the president sick last time, never before, only this man was the one that played active game, you know, to identify and brings either Buhari or not. Now everything in this government is COS, which means the vice president is becoming irrelevant uh, unless Iran work for that matter. Not any benefit even to him now, not even any form of respect. So guys, I don't know what you think about this new development that ministers now will go through the chief of staff, who is Abba Kyari, which the same man people have been complaining about, that they don't really like the operation, his operation with the with the president. It's like, it's just so attached to him. He can't do without him. People have been saying it even before, before, when during the first term, but now the second term again, or the second term, as you may call it, it's a proof that really he cannot do without him. He's so close to him, and he feel comfortable with him. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this new development with the ministers and the chief of staff and the president. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.